Hi ladies, how are you? Welcome to our Panimi. This is Saratova Best. Well, our first tech challenge for the day, the little clicker with the Bluetooth didn't work. Perfect. So we know we're on the right track and it's a good thing to do this video. I want to speak about Parshas Chukas. Here we are in the beautiful Catskill Mountains, and I want to tell you a cute story that has to do with Parshas Chukas. Because of course we know that Parshas Chukas is about the stuff that we don't understand, the tough stuff. Rahman Islam, that we don't understand. I don't get it. How can it be? It's impossible. What is going on? What is going on? That energy. And it's all centered around the paraduma and the phrase Chuka chakakti gzera gazarti ve'en lecha roshus l'hara achrei. I made a chayk, said Hashem. You're not going to understand it. I made a gzera. Don't ask questions. Do not ask questions. It's not your place to ask questions. Oof, right? How do you feel now? Oof. Let's stop the video now, right? It's just like, that was good for 1934 or something like that. Like, we don't, right? You feel like those people loved it. They just felt like, oh, it made them into amazing people. Don't ask questions, just do. Yay, Nasa v'nishma. And we just feel like, as soon as I finish this video, I think I'm going to see if there's some ice cream in the freezer. Like, it's too much, right? So, to counter that and to speak to it, here's the little story. When I came to this beautiful Catskill place, I drove up late at night. Nobody else was in the house, etc. They were all coming the next morning. Perfect. Didn't know the address, couldn't find it. The police stopped me on the way, thought they saw a cloud of smoke in my car. They thought I was smoking, all kinds of fun stuff. So I drive up and I try to call somebody to find out the code, how to get in. No service, no phone service, no service, nothing. I didn't know that T-Mobile doesn't have service up here. They said they did. So that was the first fun part, no service. So, what do? How do you, right? I'm laughing now when I remember. So what happened? Actually, however I worked things out, it was not a comfortable feeling. However I worked things out, the next day I was able to take somebody's phone and I was able to call them, or I actually had to drive 5 miles down the road to have service again. And I called them and they said, outdoors, you will have service. Indoors, you will not, in that area. Okay, but guess what? There was no service outdoors. Of course not indoors, they told me. But there was no service outdoors unless I drove 5 miles away. But I discovered a magical thing. I would go upstairs, I would go to one of the rooms, put the phone on the windowsill, and wait. And while I was puttering around, I would look at the phone and say, please, Hashem, I need service. I need to. The very same first night that I arrived, please, Hashem, the phone would go on at the windowsill. After a couple of minutes, the phone would turn on at the windowsill. And every day, it's been a few days since I've been here. I'm on the way to getting obviously I'm signing up with a new company. Every day, I would be on the grounds, no service. I would walk in the house, go upstairs, go to this window, sit down, put the phone there, let it cook for a while, and the service would go on. There would be 2 bars, and I'd be able to contact people. The magic phone. Inexplicable. Because, hey guys, let's face it, if there's no service outside, then putting it at the windowsill isn't going to do anything, right? It makes no sense whatsoever. An open miracle. And I'm used to it. I do it every day. Maybe after I talk about it, it won't happen anymore, so good thing my SIM card is arriving tomorrow from the other service. So why am I mentioning this? What does this have to do with Parshas Chukas? Parshas Chukas is embodying all that energy of the times we live in which life is so heavy. There's so much inexplicable pain, Rahman Islam, so much stuff that we're just overloaded. It's just too much. This isn't 1932. We don't have strong hearts. We don't have strong bodies, strong minds. Nothing strong. We've had it done, right? Done. We can't anymore, Admasai. And we can't look at another post on whichever website that says this and this and this. We just can't see one more inexplicable piece of information that tears our heart, Rahman Islam. It has to end at this second. And yet, as we're waiting, and it's going to end at this second, so what do we need to be doing in this second? Because that inexplicable dark stuff breaks our heart, breaks our mind, breaks our soul, breaks our immune system. It's not our immune system's best friend. That news is not the best friend of our immune system. Trust me, this is medical information. So what do we need to do? And the answer is, number one, we need to say Hashem no more. Of course, that's number one. Number two, in this last second of Gullus, we need to balance it out by nourishing and nurturing and overloading our system with inexplicable good. All the teeny tiny miracles that we don't notice because we're in so much pain, that are popping up all the time. The magic phone on the windowsill, it doesn't make any sense. If there's no service outside, you're not going to get service on the windowsill. It doesn't make sense. But it's great. It's amazing. It's sweet. It's delicious. It's like Leah Rabashkin would say, winks and winks and from heaven, breadcrumbs from heaven. We need these. This is not a luxury anymore. This is not, oh, it would be so nice to see these cute little miracles. This is a matter of pekuach nefesh. It's clear that if Hashem is overloading us with the other kind of inexplicable chukas stuff, how do you understand it? Doesn't make sense. Don't ask questions. Then we need to overload ourselves and balance it out with the inexplicable, sweet little delicious winks from heaven, the inexplicable good. It's a matter of healing our heart, healing our mind, healing our soul, healing our immune system. It's not a luxury. It's not a cute idea. It has become basic necessity. Bread, water, and we need bread, water, sleep, and open your eyes to see Mashiach. The four basics. Or bread, water, sleep, and a daily dose of inexplicable miracles that we see with our eyes. Inexplicable ones that we see with our eyes. So ladies, it's a cute story, the magic phone. I bet if each one of us makes a decision to switch our frequency to the higher frequency at which we pick up on all these miracles. Isn't it true that there are certain flying creatures? Is it the bees that can sense certain things that we can't? And the different animals that can, and certain animals can hear sounds that we can't hear, etc.? We have, just like that, we have within ourselves a lower frequency available and a higher. The lower one doesn't see those miracles. Life is too hard. We're too exhausted. We're too burnt out. But the higher frequency that's available to us sees those things in living color, blue, green, red, pink. Wow. It's a kaleidoscope throughout the day of tiny little magic phone miracles, inexplicable. We can easily miss them. It's so much easier to miss them. It's so much harder to upgrade to see them. But we have to. We need to. We want to. Our soul, our heart, our mind, our immune system is begging us, please upgrade. Please see the miracles. Please nurture me. Please nourish me. Please fill me. Please overload me with inexplicable good. I must have it. I want it. That's what every part of us is screaming out. Every molecule in our system is screaming, please do it. And we can. And we have all the help from above to be able to do it. And of course, all of this is not just for ourselves, but when we upgrade the entire world. And the whole world is begging to upgrade fast, to go from Gullus to Geula, fast. And we can do it, and we will do it, and we want to do it. It's our greatest, deepest inner desire. And with that, we will usher in the Beis HaMikdash Shlishi, so that we don't have to face the 3 weeks as the tough time, but it can finally turn into the time of rejoicing that it's going to be, with all those tiny miracles and more. Looking forward. Thanks so much.